This minute of Skate the Infinity starts with Lunga following Adam's vision as he does a loop-de-loop.
And ends with Adam saying, "Good to see me, isn't it?" This is minute 13 of episode 7. We don't balance out.
And it was good to see him, wasn't it, Jonathan?
It was good to see him, wasn't it?
We have been waiting for this moment on Infinite Minute,
For
an anime
so long.
by minute podcast where we talk about Skate the Infinity minute by minute for a very long time.
We have been talking about this helicopter, I feel like, for
God. When I heard
3
those
episodes of the
blades
show. Oh my
come
God.
in, I was hype.
In my notes, I've just written helicopter sound.
Yes.
Hypest moment.
Hypest moment. It was so good. Oh, finally.
Helicopter sound.
It was as hype as I remember.
But this was I thought this was an interesting minute. They did some interesting stuff here.
There was some interesting stuff in here. It was very
including,
interesting.
but not limited to, a very Scottish person at Crazy Rock.
I did not
Did you
hear
hear
this. No.
God, it made me cack. We'll get to it.
Hi,
But
John.
we've got some. Hi, Katie. Yes, that's us. We've got some interesting. I don't know what you'd call it. Like, what do you call it? It's just a creative way of showing Lunga doing this loop-de-loop to start us off straight up.
Yes. It was interesting. It was, yeah, I don't know. We've still got this effect on it, this like weird blurred effect.
Actually, I'll keep the secrets, but it's kind of like the effect from Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Oh,
The time turner effect.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
How do they do that?
How do they do that? I think it's a
It's
light.
really fucking
I think it's
trippy.
a trick of the lights, Jonathan.
I thought it was like sound waves or something.
Oh,
It's very cool. If you don't know what we're talking
very
about,
cool.
good. Don't support
yeah.
J.K.
don't.
Rowling.
Who?
Please do not.
Please do not buy Hogwarts Legacy. Serena
But-
Ryan, did you see this?
You fucking
What the fuck? The audacity of them to
Not to
put
mention
a
all,
trans character in it.
the anti-Semitism as well, so I won't mention it.
Let's not get into it.
Let's not get into it. So
Let's talk about Skate.
The blue thing does the
loop-
trick.
Oh, yes.
We see the blue thing do the trick, but then we see Lunga land it.
Yes, we don't see Lunga do the trick.
It's like just this really interesting use of editing, I think.
Yeah. It was cool. I thought it was a cool effect.
Yeah.
We got the gist that Lunga did it without seeing him do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or were we seeing Lunga do it? Like him seeing the blue thing do it is point of view your Lunga doing this move.
It could be.
It was really cool. But I loved it. I thought it was such probably some of the most interesting editing in the show so far. Just letting us figure it out.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was great.
Maybe it was just cheaper to animate a
Not show
silhouette
Lunga doing
doing.
Could have been. Or it's a
Could
move
be.
that we've seen Adam do before. They've silhouetted it now,
Yes.
reused it, and then just show Lunga landing it.
Yeah, possibly.
Because I feel like we have seen Adam do this
I
before.
think we have in a previous beef, yes.
But yeah, the way Lunga lands and he's all like, whoa, whoa.
Very
It's great. But yeah, really interesting way to start the minute, I thought.
cool. And then the sort of fantasy is broken. Like we kind of snap out of it and we see a bunch of random people standing around the corner at S.
Yeah.
Is this where the Scottish person was, or is this later on?
No. But I did laugh at this because he's like, oh, and then I said to him, I says to Mabel, like, it just felt like that kind of weird throwaway, like.
Yeah, they're like, rubber.
Line.
Rubber.
Yeah. They're, what's the word you say? Rhubarb.
Yes, rhubarb.
They're rhubarby.
Absolutely. These
Rhubarbra.
two, I kind of like these two girls in the background. I want to know more about them. They look cute.
Yeah, pinky skirt.
Yeah.
No face girls.
Yeah, no face girls.
But they have a good reaction when Lunga comes past.
Oh my gosh, they do.
Jump out of the way.
They got her.
And I think I preferred the Japanese when they were like, that's dangerous.
Yes.
Slow down.
Yeah, I know.
As opposed to like the awe, I guess, of the dub.
I feel like this guy in the front, like in the foreground, is that guy that we saw that we thought looked like Reki. Remember we saw that guy that had like the yellow hoodie and the red hair? I reckon that's this guy.
That's him. He's got a little earring business going on as well.
Yeah, I know. It's a vibe. I like his skateboard too. It's cute.
Let's have a look. Yeah, he's got something on the grip tape, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, he is cool.
Yeah, I like him. He's
His
cool
fingerless
guy.
gloves. I was thinking, watching The Last of Us episode 4, the coolest part about playing a military character, surely, would be the little gloves. Those classic little gloves.
Yes, totally.
Yeah. And there's an anime, the new anime this season, Revenger, where the samurai wears these cute little gloves. And I'm just like, I think I'm in a little glove mood.
I love that. I did do a short film where I got to wear little gloves and it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yes.
Like military style?
Yeah, and I had a crossbow. Have I not shown you this before? I'll send it to you.
You've lived my fantasy, Katie,
it was
of
so
little
fun.
glove.
I'll send it to you after this.
Yeah, please do. That sounds awesome.
It was.
It's like some Katniss. I don't know Katniss's surname. I've never
Everdeen.
watched. That's it.
Yeah.
I was going to say Evergreen.
No, I felt
close.
like Daryl Dixon a little bit in it. But
Daryl Dixon?
female.
Extrapolate.
From The Walking Dead because he has a crossbow.
Ah,
yeah.
I've not watched The Walking Dead.
Oh, and he wears like a cut-off vest.
Ah.
And I also had that in my costume.
Oh, nice.
And I had military tags.
So Femme Daryl.
Yeah.
Love it.
It was very cool.
Yeah, I have to watch this.
Yeah.
If not just for the little gloves,
Yes.
also for your performance, I'm sure.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't notice there's someone who just looks like they're trying to do like a normal skateboard trick on the right that Lunga knocks over.
Yeah, I know. Poor guy.
Poor person.
But he's skating. He's in his own world.
We go back to blue silhouette Lunga point of view.
Yes. Very briefly, following Adam still. And then just skates right past Cherry Blossom, who's just trying to
off-model-y
skate. Very off-model Cherry.
Yeah. Hazardous speeding.
I don't know why they said hazardous speeding. That was such a weird
Hazardous speeding. Versus dangerous speed.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know why, but it was a choice.
And
I did, though.
You were saying before we started recording.
I did love the way that they changed Cowdery's line to children.
So good. He's just such a bitch. That kid
so
versus
sassy. Children. If he had said youths, that would have just been like 10 times better.
Youths. He's got a bit of shoulder going on here as well.
Yeah, there's another moment in this where his arms look so good. He looks very toned.
Love that for him. Now, in the dub here, in this bit where Lunga's like fully zoned out and he can't hear Joe, you get this kind of like far away effect. It sounds like Jonah says Langa.
Does it? Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to listen
again. The first one.
I'm going to listen again.
It might just be me.
Yeah, he does. Langa.
Yeah.
That's Langa.
Which is even weirder because then he says Lunga, like not a couple of seconds later.
I know.
But I loved that.
Weird.
On your right.
Yeah. I did like that.
Yeah.
This, I gotta say, this is kind of sexy of Joe.
Yeah.
I had a moment where I was like, oh, damn, if he was looking down at me like that, like just come up on my right and look down at me like that.
And especially with the back-to-back and he's a little pissed.
Yeah.
The longer. Like, it was like, ooh. Yell at me, daddy.
Yeah. No, literally.
Please.
I was into it.
But then he's so soft-faced again.
He is, and then he just doesn't say anything. He just looks at him very concerned.
Doing okay.
Yeah.
He cares.
Yeah.
But then
it's kind of like a moment of like, oh, something's not right. Like.
Something is not right. Yeah, he's Mrs. Clavelling over here. Deep cut.
His tattoo looks very off-model as well in this show.
My big Madeline lifetime joke that no one gets is a mashup of the saying from it with another famous mashup.
What? We love
our
bread.
bread. We love our butter. But most of all, we love each other. Cool runnings. It's just something I keep in the back of my head all the time. Just imagining the Cool Runnings guys doing that before they get in the bobsled.
That's wild.
Maybe could be a banger tweet. Probably not.
No.
too niche.
But yes, oh my God, his tattoo looks so off model here.
Dodgy.
But
I love the look back.
Yeah. Yeah, Lunga has no idea. He's oblivious as normal.
Yeah. In the zone.
But then we hear the helicopter sounds. Oh.
Those rotors, as if they were sent from heaven.
Yeah. I think we've been waiting for this since episode 3. I think we've been
both put our hands up.
We were so excited.
We were raising the roof as if we'd never heard a helicopter before. As if this helicopter was being delivered to us by Santa.
It was great. Everyone looks up. Everyone's surprised. Mia specifically.
Mia, Shadow, and these 3 gay boys in the background, and there's another one in a beanie, I guess. But these 3 dudes, the one with the purple undercut with his choker.
Yes, and the ripped singlet.
My God. That guy.
Hot.
And his little beta next to him with just a normal haircut. Who are these 2?
I know.
And where is the fix?
Yeah. I need it. Question.
Yeah.
Does Shadow have spines coming out of his back?
What
is that?
What? He looks like an Evangelion unit.
What are those? Had that?
Like he's going beast mode. What the hell?
He has not always had that on his back, has he?
No. Very odd.
What is going on?
It's so specifically reminding me of something from Ava that's hard to explain.
Yeah, don't there's no use trying with me because I will not have any frame of reference.
Yeah, but just some tubes that come out of robots. Just some classic robot tubes,
Robot tubes.
To represent the mother's womb. Nothing big.
But then we see
No way!
Yeah, Mia, no way. That's
Jose.
And then we see the helicopter. It appears.
The helicopter of love. I do not remember his helicopter.
Love written on the bottom?
Yeah. I don't remember his helicopter having a custom paint job.
I don't remember that either.
Oh
my God.
What?
Oh,
First off, how?
Specifically
Second
on
off,
the bottom. Why?
Where? Why as well?
Does he fly this helicopter other places, to the diet?
Because presumably if it says love on the bottom, this is an Adam-specific mode of transportation.
Yes, Adam, not Inosuke. Only for Adam.
Only for Adam. Only for Crazy Rock. Because he can't fly this to the diet.
He can't.
Because presumably there would be journos asking, Mr. Shindo, Shindo his first name or his last name? Shindo is his last name. Mr. Shindo, you arrived today in a helicopter that said love on the bottom of it. Could you explain this for us?
He's an ally.
This could be misconstrued because it could be read as evil backwards. Do you have a comment? Proving that you are in fact evil.
Oh my God. I'm losing it. Oh my goodness. We also get here another great moment from Damon. Saying, "Oh goody, it was fantastic."
Oh goody. But yeah, the custom paint job, the love on the bottom, the half and half pinku, it looks like, and blue.
Oh my God. Yes, the paint job is stunning.
Paint job very by.
Very by. Very by.
By helicopter.
I would also argue jumping out of a helicopter at this height would not be safe in the slightest. You would have to open your parachute almost immediately, which would then
it'd get caught in
the rotors. Like,
I didn't even think about it. It's so funny, isn't it?
So
my God. And the way he planks out of the helicopter. It's just like, doom, like Luigi in Smash Bros.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm obsessed.
And then the flamenco music comes in.
Oh, I loved the flamenco music. He has his skateboard strapped to his back as well.
Which somehow gets to his feet very quickly.
Yeah.
When he cuts off the parachute.
I love the parachute.
It's kind of like a set piece that they thought would be really cool, but when they actually figured out the logistics of it, they're like, he can only have the parachute open for like 2 seconds.
Truly, yeah.
Because he has to wait until it's out of contact from the rotors.
Yes.
Open it up, slow his fall, and then immediately cut it off so he can hop on the skateboard.
Yes, yeah. And you know what? I'm not mad about it. It was amazing.
I'm not mad about it either. It was worth the wait.
It was worth it.
I'm ready to, end the podcast here.
Yeah, this is it. This is the final episode of Infinite Minute,
Helicopter. Oh, no. All our fans out there, our one fan on the website that I can't even remember. The Podchaser, that's it. I was going to call it Podcaster. That can't be right. Love this focus as Adam falls into the camera, basically.
Yeah, very cool.
And the focus shift.
Very, very cool.
And then we're immediately behind him. We get a really good look at the abandoned factory and all the different paths leading down to it.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. This aerial
I think that's the best look we've had of it so far.
Yeah, I reckon so.
It's very cool.
It's just a really, just why, but also like, yeah, we were fist pumping.
Yeah, we were hype as. It was so good.
Yeah. We were happy.
Very happy.
He pulls the parachute. It's got a love heart on it.
It's so cute.
Now, who is packing up this parachute? Yeah. Because how many parachutes with love hearts on them can you really have?
Exactly. It's so sad. I always think it's sad that parachutes have one life, or do you just restring them?
Yeah, where are these sustainable parachutes made out of
he's literally
recycled
an
plastics.
Environmental minister, isn't he?
He is, yeah, and he's using this one-use plastic item.
Illegal
Not even
in Victoria.
Recycling. And you can't recycle them anyway because the recycling thing was a scam, and now we've just got factories full of flammable plastics. Ozpol.
Ozpop.
Sound the klaxon. Have you noticed we haven't talked Ozpol much at all since Elbow got in?
Yeah, because it's just normal
For
politics.
Good reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, probably also because I don't work, have the 24-hour news cycle as part of my job anymore.
That's probably a good part of it too.
So I just don't have to pay attention to it.
Oh my goodness.
Ask me to name a politician who's not Anthony Albanese. I couldn't.
Couldn't do it. Couldn't tell you.
No.
I probably could.
There was a big scandal recently about someone from the Greens. Don't know her name.
Wasn't Lydia Thorpe, was it?
That sounds right.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I did know one.
Yeah, good at swimming too.
Oh.
Oz joke.
Oh my God.
Sound the klaxon.
Adam.
What would the Oz joke klaxon be? A jar of Vegemite unwinding and a didgeridoo.
Yeah, probably. Oh my gosh.
Adam. Sorry to interrupt.
No. Just reining it back in. Adam falls. Skate cuts off his parachute, lands on his skateboard.
So here's the Scottish guy.
Oh, yes. What did he say? I missed it.
That's how it's done.
No way. All right, I got to listen to this.
I don't know how you missed it.
I was getting too hype over the parachute. That's how it's done.
That's how it's done, laddie. They're just having fun in the booth.
I reckon that was like Damon or Jonah just fucking around with accents.
You also hear, it sounds like someone says, they say frickin' awesome, but it sounds like they say fucking awesome as well, which is great.
Obsessed.
That's how it's done.
That's amazing.
This bit, the logistics of this bit kind of pissed me off when he cuts off the parachute, but he's still floating as slowly as he would.
So slowly.
With the parachute.
Yes. He does that at another point where he literally just like glides to the ground.
Yeah, he's floating.
He literally floats.
But he goes straight from like cutting the parachute, floats for a second, and then immediately on the skateboard on a pipe that we don't see.
Somehow.
And then does a kickflip. And I didn't catch that. Yeah, straight up does like a little kickflip onto his board, floats down to the earth.
We get a sick view of the underneath of his board. It is like so detailed. Like
that's how it's done. Oh yeah. I see it, but so just before the board slams down.
Yes.
Yeah, sick.
Oh, it's so good.
Great shot.
And then it slams, big puff of smoke, flamenco music going off. It's
almost
hype as
timed to the music when he opens his arms and it goes into the violins.
Oh yeah,
coming
I loved
in
that
a bit
part.
More. Great shit.
Oh my god.
And then this team assembly of Lunga, Joe, and Cherry like rocking up.
I love this. I loved it so much. Good. I like Charlie's Angels. It was fantastic.
Yes. All a bit off model, but great moment.
It was so good. They're all waiting.
Funny as.
They're all waiting for him.
He showed up.
Oh my gosh. It's good to see me, isn't it?
And that's the minute. Adam in kind of like a profile as he says this, with this light shining down on him.
Oh, it was such a good change by David. Or by the dub writers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
One thing we didn't mention is how busy the stage manager would have been during this whole moment.
All the
stage manager at Crazy Rock. All
Cue
right, Mech 1,
music.
go. SFX 2, go. Music, go. Music, you're late.
Are you late?
LX3, we need a dome.
Helicopter sound effects.
But also the mech of like the helicopter coming in, leaving so he can open the parachute. So much going on.
So much
Is Tadashi flying the helicopter?
I think he is. I swear we see him flying the helicopter, but maybe we don't. I have this like vision of him in the cockpit. Is a helicopter cockpit called a cockpit, or is that only for planes?
I think it's called a cockpit. Is this another episode of Let's Google It?
Wonder why it's called a cockpit.
Cockpit. Yeah, why not it's a very masculine term, I guess. What is the cockpit of a helicopter called? Cockpit.
There you go.
The cockpit at the front end of the fuselage. Fuselage is such a good word.
I love that word, fuselage.
Fuselage.
I used to say it all the time on Lost. I loved it.
The fuselage. Fuselage. Cockpit. Late 16th century. Dates from the early 20th century and derives from an early 18th century nautical term.
In the 16th century? What are you talking about?
Denoting an area in the aft lower deck of a man o' war where the wounded were taken, later coming to mean the pit or well from which a yacht is steered, hence the place housing the controls of other vehicles.
Okay.
Interesting. So it used to be a pit where you kept...
on boats.
Wounded people on boats.
Interesting.
And then that pit became the area where you piloted a yacht from.
Right. So they just transitioned it into planes as well and other modes of transport, I guess.
Right. Here's another one. I love a different opinion. Cock from the Old English term for a small boat, and swain, which means servant.
Oh.
And then I guess you had cock pit, so it was the pit on a small boat.
Right.
There you go.
There you go. The things you know.
Or don't know.
Or don't
and
know.
Learn.
The things you learn. That's the minute.
So thanks for subscribing to Etymology with Katie and Jono. Cockpit, not a gendered term, I guess. I guess from a different term other than
Male
the penis.
junk.
Writing down junk to use in my snap hits. I mean, what?
What?
What was your favourite moment, Katie?
Helicopter. Has to be helicopter. I was hype as.
Helicopter was hype as fuck.
But there was actually a few favourite moments. Helicopter, Cherry's dub lines were so good. Joe skating up to Lunga was so hot. Like, there's just great moments in this minute.
Lunga.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good moments.
Great moments. How about you? Helicopter?
I think a mix of helicopter and that's how it's done. Just out of nowhere. So good. Why Scottish? Why? But yeah, helicopter amazing. Into plank out parachute. Love thing.
Fantastic.
Just the logistics and everything involved in this for him to be like, prepare the vehicle. And then Tadashi's like, okay, so I've got to check that the helicopter's fueled. Got to check that the parachute is like working. Have to have the emergency parachute in case. Have to get his special parachute that holds his skateboard as well. Got to get the extra costumes ready just in case.
Oh boy.
Have to fly the helicopter. Not what I was prepared to do tonight.
No. You think you made him get helicopter lessons specifically for flying this helicopter?
All Tadashi's plans for the evening out the window. He was just going to sit down with a lean cuisine in his servants' quarters. Just maybe see what's on telly. I don't know, maybe watch some like a drama or something, like catch up on his latest drama that he's Downton Alley.
Downton Abbey.
Ellie McBeal.
Is it Downton Abbey like about the servants?
Yes. Yeah. He'd love it.
Did I say Downton Alley again, Abby?
You said no. Yeah, you did.
I reckon he'd froth it.
Yeah. He just really kins with all the servants in Downton Abbey while he eats his My Muscle Chef meal. Infinite Minutes, sponsored by My Muscle Chef. Kyla, hook us up.
Oh my god.
We are not sponsored by My Muscle Chef, but you can talk to us about food on infinite_minute on Twitter.
Or you can email us at infiniteminutepodcast@gmail.com.
The episode I listened to today, we had 3 ads for Sydney Opera House, and I was just like, wow, we're high culture over here. We're high culture over here. Love it.
Love that.
So go check out what's on at the Sydney Opera House.
If you're based there. Do we have many Australian listeners?
We have I'd say it's like a solid third of our listeners.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah. Half are American, but that's just because there's more of them.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Cute.
And then the rest. So if you're in the rest out there, tweet us, email us.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time to see what the exciting news Adam has for us.
I wonder what it could be, Jonathan.
What tournament could he be? I mean, what?
Bye.
Run.